now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Ready.
So from the 37, here's second down and 3.
Set, ready. 60 red. Black shot. Ready.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Down. Set.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
46-yard line. Yellow. Set. Punt. Red. 38. Set.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Red. 33. Yellow. Smash. Red. Blue striker. Slice blue. Spike. White. Set.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
12-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but The attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
95.
2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Set. Yellow, 43.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
At the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Set.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick-6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick-6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on. Set.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here we go. Red, 38. Set.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Set.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down. Positive. Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Set. Red, drill, green. Ready.
Looking to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Set. Hut. Yellow. Hut.
Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will remain a two-touchdown game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
Yep, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Striker, 3-3, 50, green. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. No, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go red. Need a 45. White. 6. Mega. Black Ultra. Red. Yellow. Green Jack. Hut.
They'll look to throw here. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. At their own 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. At the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready. Set.
Back to throw. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Ready, ready. Set.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready, break.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready. Smash. Black 4, fuse. Yellow. Yellow, go. Fly blue. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
45, black shot. Hey,
in
green.
motion, the tight end.
Mega. Hut, hut.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
On the set.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go, set. 52 blue, ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Ready.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Shoves him aside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At their own 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Hardman on the return.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
18 yards, 1st down Niners. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Now back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Let's go now. Smack, 45. Green Jack. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Yellow, 22. Drill green.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That first good for 20 and a first down.
Okay, right? Black shot. Come on, set. 10 black. Red, cycle. Set.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Blaster, 6, cut. Black 40, claws red. Field, black. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready. Set, cut.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the ready.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. 50, green. Hey, red. Rail, yellow, blue, striker. Smash, red. Yellow, go.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Set, ready.
In motion left is Higgins.
Ready.
Quick throw complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
49-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was just score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy going to give it to Pearson on the RPO. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he's got it. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Purdy now to throw.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dawson Knox, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
49ers 15.
So here comes the kickoff of what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Third down.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there.
Garrett Wilson, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals might be moving closer to an elusive second win of the year as they extend that fourth-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
He will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25.
26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
52 blaster. Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. 10 cycles. Field black. Green jack. Fuse. Yellow. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Blue check. Let's go. Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Shot. Down. Strike. Black. 95. Hut.
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here we go. Set. 60 red. Hut.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. The 37-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Down there, right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
14 more yards.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Purdy to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now it looks like he'll throw here. A rifles one is going to be intercepted. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Get set. Watch out. Stop.
Purdy to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bengals 29, 42.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
32. Claude Ray. Drill green. Ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. 20. 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bengals 36, 49ers 22.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Outside.
Purdy to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Purdy. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Get set, get set.
Here's Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here's first down. Purdy with one final shot here. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't